Well, hello everybody and welcome to the latest episode of Lights Up, the podcast for Putney Theatre Company. Well, we've got a very special episode today because we have two newcomers of sorts, Carol and Heidi, two cast members from the Deep Blue Sea. And I say of sorts because Heidi has been at Putney for many years and then she left to go to Australia and she's now back with us. So we're thrilled to welcome you back, Heidi, and a very big welcome to Carol, who is a first-timer to Putney Theatre Company. Now, Carol, tell us about who do you play in The Deep Blue Sea by Terence Rattigan?
I play Mrs. Elton, who is the landlady of the block of flats where all these people live.
Where all the action takes place. We will come back to that in a minute. And Heidi, my darling, who do you play?
I play Anne Welch, who's married to the lovely Philip, who also lives in the block of flats with Hester.
Now, Rattigan wrote this post-war. It's about 1952. Did
Yes.
he write it in 1952? And it's the story of Hester. And she is... Who's Hester? Claire, tell us about Hester.
Hester is the lead character. She goes by the name of Hester Page. And her husband, Freddie, it's about kind of disastrous love and how you can love too much or not love enough.
Well, that's a question, isn't it, for a Sunday? Can you love too much?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so the play starts with Philip Welch, Anne's husband, smelling gas. And we all think, oh, where's this coming from? And Philip and Mrs. Elton has the pass key, go into the flat, can't exactly find where the leak is, but discover Hester in front of the gas fire.
Oh, wow. So, well, we'll try not to give too much away, but I think we can say
that's the beginning.
Exactly. So, spoiler alert, she's alive, right? So she's obviously, well, I'm saying obviously, the implication is that she has tried to take her own life.
Yes.
And then I'm assuming what happens next is the fallout of her actions.
Yes. So, and how various members of the household, as it were, get involved in her life.
So, Heidi, how does your character fit into this obviously tragic story that Heston's going through?
Her and Philip's role, and the character that I play, along with her husband Philip, they kind of come in as interrogators. They're quite interested in what's going on in the flat, and their story kind of unfolds as Hester's story unfolds. So you don't see too much of them, and they kind of pop up at various points, but they start the play finding Hester and trying to find her help, really.
So, Carol, you're the landlady. I
Yes.
can't imagine you're very pleased with this chain of events.
I think she's more upset than displeased, although she is worried about the possible police involvement because suicide or attempted suicide at that time was seen as a crime.
It was illegal,
Yes, it could have disastrous consequences for everyone. But she's more upset and wants to help Hester. That's her primary concern, is her care for Hester.
And do we know at this stage, well, I'm sure it develops, why Hester has taken these rather drastic actions to...
We find out there's a letter, isn't there, that she's left that you discover, don't you?
We don't read it, but...
Don't you?
How
would you not? I'd be
it
straight
takes
in
every
there.
night of me not to read it, trust me, but Philip tells me not to. But then, as the play goes on, her story kind of unfolds and it becomes clear why that she's taken this course of action.
So, Carol, I mean, Terence Rattigan is well known for writing plays that are very much about suppressing emotions, that mosaic main characters, they don't say what they feel or what they want to say. It's all kept very much suppressed. Because this is written post-war, has there been a shift?
I don't know if it's necessarily lighter, and there are a lot of the characters are quite buttoned up still and don't really say what they feel. But there are outbursts. So there's certainly outbursts between the main two, who are Hester and Freddie. And Mrs. Elton has a few quite angry moments, very slight ones. Yeah, so it's, compared to some of the others I've seen, I think there's a lot more explosive emotional parts in it. But there's still that air of English stiff upper lip.
Of course. I mean, it wouldn't be Rattigan without it, let's be honest.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So we've touched on, obviously, attempted suicide, and that's clearly one of the themes running throughout the play. What are the others?
There's post-war Britain, so it's 1952. The flats they live in are quite bomb-damaged, a bit squalid. So it's not Mayfair.
Where is it set?
Ladbroke Grove.
Oh, Ladbroke Grove, okay.
Yeah,
So which
yeah.
I'm sure was probably not the Ladbroke Grove that we have today.
No, it's and then one of the characters in it is a Mr. Miller who has a German accent.
Right.
So
because this is just 7 years after the war's ended.
Yes.
So I'm sure there is still animosity.
Which, it's not blatant in the play, but I think it's an undertone.
There's a nice friendship, isn't there? There's a lovely friendship that develops with Miller and Hester and then Mrs. Elton as well. So although there's a lot of loss and a lot of unrequited love, there is some friendships in there, some really lovely moments between some characters.
And we also ought to really mention everybody else. So Sarah Sharp is playing Hester.
Yes.
And then how many other characters do we have?
Mr. Miller, played by Tim Iredale.
Oh, a stalwart of PTC. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
He lets us know that as well.
Does he? I bet he does.
And
we have Callum, who's playing Philip, my husband.
Yeah.
And then the other three people we haven't really met yet because the play is so compartmentalised that there's a Collyer, there is Freddie, and there's Jackie, and I don't have scenes with them, so I've not really met them yet. We're still in that process.
So it's still very much sort of rehearsing in not necessarily in silos, but as your characters don't actually
interact, we don't.
You don't actually get to meet them yet.
During COVID bubbles.
Yeah, it's a bit
That's what it feels like.
So what's the process been so far, rehearsal-wise?
So we've had quite a few rehearsals. They've focused on kind of Act 1 and Act 3, from what I'm aware, just due to people's availability. We're in Act 1 and Act 3.
Lovely.
So, yes, we've been meeting up every couple of
different locations.
Yeah,
of course.
Locations.
I should say, dear listener, Putney Arts Theatre is a very busy theatre. In fact, tonight we've got rehearsals going on for the Panto, and we've also got auditions for new writings. The rehearsal spaces are a premium. We rehearse in all sorts of places. So now Roger Beaumont is the director. Now Roger I think it's the first time he's directed at Putney, but I know he's done stuff elsewhere, and was also in Scandaltown, production we did last March. So not new to Putney himself. So what's his directing like? He won't listen, it'll be fine.
It's actually very good.
Excellent.
I have to say, he's really taught me a lot. And it's quite nerve-wracking, but he's very encouraging as well, isn't he?
So what's he taught you?
Just mainly about thinking before I speak, but breaking things down into thoughts.
We can all take in life,
yes. Breaking certain speeches down into separate thoughts.
But you're not new to acting,
no,
Carl. You've been doing this for years.
Yeah, I'm not new to acting, but it was just the process for it was a little bit different, and I thought, oh yeah, of course.
A different way of learning, a different way of interpreting character and script. And what about you, Heidi? Because I haven't seen you on stage for a while.
Roger and Paula focus a lot around objectives.
Right.
So more focused
good old acting technique, dear listener, just in case you're wondering.
One that I really like, and one I think we've all been very receptive to, because we're in a really solid place and we've got 3 weeks to go. So yeah, I've really enjoyed being back, and the cast are so lovely, and yeah, Roger and Paula are amazing directors.
So Paula, I should add, is assistant director.
Yes.
Fantastic. And I think this is Paula's second time at directing at Putney. She did one of the plays that we had at this summer's festival, Glory Days, I do believe. Excellent. You said something earlier, Carol, which I thought was quite interesting about loving too much.
Yes.
How is that manifested in the play? I mean, can you love too much?
Well, Hester actually admits to loving too much, or loving Freddie far more than he loves her. So, and it's about what that led her to, and how I think he probably finds it too hard to live up to her idea of love.
Unrealistic idea of love.
Yes, I'd say so.
So this sort of question of being, as you said, that with Hester, that she loves Freddie too much and he can't live up to those expectations. It almost sounds like an obsession.
Yes, I think it is. I think it is with her. She's obsessed with Freddie so much that she's left a different type of life to be with him. And he loves her, but he doesn't have that same amount.
Well, it sounds like it's very hard and unrealistic to live up to her expectations.
Although I think she internalises it, so I don't think
Of course she does that, because it's Rattigan.
Yes.
Don't be ridiculous. I won't say these things.
So I don't think he's aware of this obsession until the start of this play.
Right, okay. And that's where we're dropped in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, what's your favourite line from the play? Heidi, I'm going to ask you. No, it doesn't have to be your own. That's a test, isn't it? Learning someone else's lines. Go on, hit me with it.
My favourite line from rehearsals, so not the whole play, but the stuff that I've seen, is Miller, our dear friend Dr. Miller, saying, "In the morning, go on living." And the delivery of it, just those 3 words, "go on living," I think speaks so much from a scene that's been really heartfelt and really quite desperate from Hester. For Miller to say that just as simply as "go on living," I think it really touches the heart.
Ooh, I'm welling up already, darling. I'm just imagining Mr. Iredale saying it too.
Oh, yes. Obviously expertly delivered.
Of course. And what about you, Carol?
I'm going to say one of mine, actually. Good. I like it when I'm talking to Hester and I say, "I'll let you in on a little secret. You're my favourite tenant."
Now, I bet you say that to everybody.
Certainly doesn't say it to me.
It does have a little bit of a Bruce Forsyth Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh, bless him.
It.
Brilliant. Has it been fun playing her?
It has.
Has she been quite different from playing other characters that you've done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a much more serious play than I'm used to be honest.
Well, this is the joy of Rattigan, I think, in that his characterisation is really full.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think as an actor, you get to really develop that and feel it and be it, which is a joy to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt that being one of the minor characters in the play. Roger and Paula's approach to it, and of course the writing speaks for itself from Rattigan, is that every line has a purpose and every character has a purpose. So we've certainly not been kind of pushed aside just because we're more minor characters. We've really worked with Roger and Paula to bring that out of who this character is and what are they really trying to say, which I think has been amazing as an actor.
I think that's the joy, that everyone is important in a Rattigan play.
Yes.
And he doesn't have a flabby script. So everything has meaning and purpose. Yes. How exciting. Now remind me, when is this on?
We open on the 11th of November until the 15th of November, and we've got a matinee on the Saturday as well. So we've got Tuesday to Saturday with 2 on Saturday.
That sounds brilliant. Now, tickets available via the website, www.putneyartstheatre.org.uk. So get booking, my friends. You won't want to miss this. I think it's going to be an acting masterclass all round. You've got some exceptionally talented people in the cast. And for the Rattigan fans, I know that this is probably one of their favourite plays. I should caveat that. I should say, obviously, Flare Path, to many of our dear listeners, is also a favourite. We did that last year.
I saw it.
Oh,
I came to see it. It
did
got me
you?
Interested in Rattigan.
Oh, did it really?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yes.
Ian Hyam, who directed it, will be delighted to hear that.
No,
it was
it's
a stellar production.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much, guys. I can't wait to see it. I'm very much looking forward to it. I hope the rehearsals go brilliantly, that you have lots of fun, and we'll see you on stage.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thanks for having
pleasure.
us.
Oh, pleasure. Take care.
This is a real Putney Theatre Company production. Do share the podcast with your friends and take a look at our website, searching online for the Putney Theatre Company. So that's it for now. See you next time.